and we're at the Katherine Golf Club with Jacqui Walker Band. Hi, Jacqui.
How you going, Warwick?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's awesome to see you here.
Would you like to introduce your band?
I'd love to introduce the band. So I've got here with us Keaton Tate, who's a guitarist, and Peter Moore, who's our drummer.
Hello.
And my own husband, Glenn Walker, who's my bass player.
G'day, how's it going?
Good.
And I sing a bit.
Do you really?
Yeah, sometimes when Keats lets me.
Oh, okay.
Just a little bit.
Just a bit, yeah.
When I've
Jacqui
been
and the
good.
Jacqui Walker Band.
Yeah.
Not singing very much. Just
No.
I thought it might have been changed to Lily, but I won't go into that one.
Depends how I'm feeling.
So, how many gigs have you done since you've been on the NT tour?
We've done 11 gigs. We've just done 11
11.
gigs in 12 days. So we had one day off in Darwin. We partied up a little bit, didn't we, in Darwin? Went out for dinner.
And where did you start all this?
We started at Yalara. Well, actually, some of us drove all the way from Melbourne, so that was a bit of a hike. It's like 4,700 k's by the time we got to Darwin. Or
And the
something
prima
like that.
donnas, Keats and I.
we flew down.
Yeah, Pete and Keats flew. They get the plane, they cruise into Ayers Rock Resort, and then they just play, you know. We played down it. Cold and purple. It was cold.
No, purple limousine.
Oh, purple. Oh, okay, got it. Yes, of course. And we started playing at Ayers Rock Resort.
Yeah.
And then went up from there. The next one was Alice Springs Golf Club, and then Tennant Creek Memo, and then Mataranka.
Daily Waters.
Daily Waters, and then Mataranka, of course, because we're at Mataranka on Territory Day, and then Lazy Lizard in Pine Creek,
Yeah.
then Darwin Railway. It was great, wasn't
That
it?
was Lazy Lizard.
Yeah,
Great.
Lazy Lizard was a lot of fun.
And Daily Waters. They're all great.
Yeah, they're all great. Yeah.
But different. Some of them are locals and some of them are tourists, and it's different. I think at Lazy Lizard it was shift changeover day, so the miners came off their 10-day or whatever shift, or 14-day shift, and they were ready to party hard.
Okay.
And then Darwin Railway, and then here.
Okay. And you've done 3 gigs here now. This is your last one.
Yes.
And I do believe that you left a present at Daily Waters.
Oh, yes, well, that's what you do when you go to Daily Waters. So they were a purple pair with some leopard print, and I have left my mark on them. I mean, my marker.
Pen marker.
I meant pen marker.
Jack, where's the shovel?
This is not going to be edited, you realise that? I'm terrible.
That's what I'm hoping for, right? That's what I'm going for.
Oh, well.
And so after we might have had 1 or 2 drinks, I climbed up and then stapled them to somewhere near the ceiling. I don't know what that part's called. I'm a girl. It's
Rafter.
up there somewhere above the bar.
Oh, yeah, on the rafter.
4v2, is it?
Yeah.
Not even I don't know what it was.
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
It was holding the bar up.
It was so funny. Anyways.
And
hopefully
how have the audiences been? The crowd, the people.
Oh, look, we've had an amazing response. People have been really forthcoming in telling us what they really enjoy about our shows, and have said that they're quite starved for music here in the Territory, basically.
Definitely.
Yeah, so have been really grateful that we're there, that we're here, and I'm really grateful that they've told us so. Quite often they can sit back and enjoy it, and you don't actually get the feedback. But they've given us some good feedback.
Yeah,
it's good to
We
have.
haven't had too much negative, which is always good.
Yep.
And and it varies because some were tourists like Daily Waters Pub. It's all people from everywhere,
that's right,
and they're there to party because they're on holidays.
Exactly.
And then Lazy Lizard, it was all locals. But still, a lot of people in the Territory have come here from other places as well.
Yeah.
So people have been awesome.
And it's good that we've been able to sing a bit of soul and rhythm and blues and funky, because all of these rural areas they're pretty much similar rock and roll country kind of bands in here. So
Exactly.
some people don't really know how to gauge our music, which is great.
It's not a bad thing at all.
It's not bad. It's new and it's different, and it's giving them a bit of perspective and a different angle.
Yeah, well, as you know, I play your songs on the radio.
Yes.
And I didn't know your repertoire was as big as it is.
No.
Over the last 3 nights, I've been coming out, and the repertoire is great. You know, and your voice, you just blast out. It's, you know, even sound better than you do on CD. So.
Oh, thank you. It's hard, isn't it? Because when you're on CD, you don't capture that live excitement, that element, that
the
passion.
aesthetics.
You don't, do you? You might sing it accurately, and you might do a really great guitar lick, and you go, that was really accurate, but it doesn't capture that.
We always hold back. We generally do hold back.
Yeah, exactly. And then when you're on stage, you're responding to people and things that happen, you know, in the audience, and kids that come and lay down and lay on, as they did the other night when we were playing here.
Well, tell the people about it.
Well, that was the song "Lay on the Land," which I wrote about this land, about this part of the country, when I came on a charity trip last year. So it's been really magic to perform the song here and bring it back. It's been like something I can't even really describe. And then to have kids, they were just responding to the song so beautifully and so innocently, and I'm singing "Lay on the Land." So they all just laid on the stage in front, like on the dance floor in front of me. And then they got up and they danced to the other parts, and then they just laid on the land. And it was amazing. And through this whole trip, I've been thinking about "Lay on the Land," and it's just got this whole other meaning now. It's so much more significant than before.
Would the bass player like to say anything? He's sitting there all quiet.
Oh yeah, I'm often the quiet one. I usually.
I see you had 3 solos over.
I think I had 3. I think I had 3 today.
Yeah.
I got spoiled.
I don't know. Unreal. And you got a bit cheeky with your wife on the stage there. I've got a photograph to prove it.
Oh, good stuff.
Which will be posted.
No, it's good fun being able to work with your husband and wife team work together, and it's been an adventure for us. The whole thing, starting up the band, and then so let's get on a tour to the NT, and Jacqui's done hard yards, fitting us gigs, and.
But then when I need money, I tell Glenn.
Yeah, well, that's right.
We balance each other out. Babe, this costs more money.
And what do we say about Keats on guitar, eh? Man.
I've got lots to learn.
I've got a lot to learn. We've all got a lot to learn.
I don't know, you were ripping those strings there this weekend.
I brought spare sets.
He has. He's replaced his strings.
Oh, he has?
Yeah. Just to be careful. He's worn down some picks.
I have worn down a lot of picks, due to the different strings, the thicker gauge. But I've had blast. I think.
It's been excellent.
It's been great.
Well, you hadn't seen most of this part of the country before either, had you? So.
No, well, that's the thing. Like, you wouldn't. It's quite expensive to come to these parts of Australia, you know. And for me personally, it's awesome to be able to get the chance just to play music and come and see them, because otherwise I probably wouldn't be able to afford to come up and do it, you know. Yeah. So. I've definitely got some fond memories of DNT, that's for sure. Yeah,
that's what it's all about.
Oh well,
If you enjoy it, you're going to come back. So,
like Daily Waters is just a random pub in the middle of nowhere that just gets chockers with some of the best barramundi I've ever eaten in my life.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, true.
So, it's amazing.
And we have our famous drummer.
Yes.
He had his first drum solo of all the weekend, and he broke a drumstick.
That was so
that'll learn you.
And I've been saying that I hadn't broken a drumstick for years and years and years. They just wear away, and then I go to do my first drum solo in a couple of years.
I was so impressed.
And I broke the stick.
I love it.
Can you believe it?
I love it. Yeah,
$20 down the drain. That's what I'm doing.
Should have changed your gauge of stick.
I'll have to go back up to a 5B now. The older I'm getting, the harder I'm hitting. No, it was fun. It's been a great time.
It's good.
Here.
Hope you've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We've really enjoyed, the gigs that you've done here. The 3 gigs have been absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
And like the first night, we were, 20 past 11, and people were still here wanting more. So it was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, well, we feel really lucky to be able to do this, and what a way to see the country, to bring music and connect to people along the way. Like, it's so different from being a tourist.
Yeah.
You get to, I suppose the music makes people want to talk to you and connect you to people here.
Well, that's right, yeah. And, you get people from all over, as you say, it's a tourist season.
Yeah.
And if they come in the club and they're going to sit down and talk, the guys that were from Melbourne, one from Melbourne, one from Adelaide. So, they get around.
Yeah.
And they're all going to think that we've been at the snow because we're going to go back with a tan.
Yeah.
I know, we actually do
Put on
have
the
a bit of a tan. Not on the legs, no.
I'm sitting here and all I can see is burnt arms.
Oh,
Terrible.
brown.
Oh, brown.
That's canoeing on the gorge and all sorts of amazing things we've done.
And the gorge was
Gorgeous. And it
Canoeing was
awesome.
They're definitely from Melbourne. Okay, guys, we'll call it quits at that. Thank you for the interview and thank you for fabulous music.
Warwick, I'd really like to thank you so much for all your support. We're so grateful to you.
And it's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank Mr. Warwick Ledsham, who's sitting down here from Katherine Radio from 8KTR, who has a show, his Blues Room, on a Wednesday night, and he's been very kindly supporting us and promoting us and playing our music. And without him, I don't think we could have got through this so successfully. So thank you, Warwick, for all of your help and your friendship. Of course, to Warwick's beautiful wife, Pat, too, who's now one of our best mates. Thanks, Pat. I'd like to thank my band. I love my band. I feel really lucky. I'd like to thank Mr. Keaton Tate on the guitar. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
And I'd like to thank my drummer, Mr. Peter Moore. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
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 I'd like to thank, definitely not least, my own husband. Without him, none of this is possible. He helps to make my dreams come true. I know that sounds really soppy, but it's so true. Thank you so much, Mr. Bassman Glenn Walker. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
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 Thank you to everyone who's shown us so much friendship and hospitality. You guys are really awesome here in the Territory. So chilled, calm, cool. We're going to take that back home with us to Melbourne.
Jacqui. Thank you. Jacqui. Thank you. Jacqui. Thank you. Jacqui. Thank you. Jacqui.
Thanks, guys. Thank you to my beautiful friend Crystal for coming on the trip and helping us out. Oh, help me. Oh, help me. It's back to Melbourne. Oh, help me. It's going to be cold. Oh, help me. Thank you so much, guys. My name's Jacqui Walker and this is my band. Enjoy the rest of your night, won't you? And hope to see you again in the future. Thank you.